morning, guys. Ooh, look at this hair. I've been kind of laxed on videoing. I had truly intended to video on Sunday and Monday, and to be honest with you, I just got lazy and I didn't want to do anything, so I didn't. I do want to video for you guys though. Luckily, I am not one that has been affected by COVID-19. I am not in isolation or anything like that. My gym has not closed down. It's a very small, independently owned gym. So even though we have people come in and we have members, we don't have just tons of members like say a Planet Fitness does or a Gold's Gym or like a larger gym, because we're just too small to even hold that capacity. As for now, we are still up and running. I am still seeing clients. I think the most amount of people that were in the gym yesterday while I was there was maybe 8, if that. That's me stretching it. So anyway, I am just going through with my life how it normally is, and until we are not going to shut down until we are forced to shut down, or until the majority of my clients say that they don't feel comfortable coming in, then I'll just move everyone to virtual training. So as for now, everyone's still going to be coming in. I've only had 1 or 2 clients really express concerns, so I've got them taken care of. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I just kind of want to do a vlog type style over the next couple of days and get this posted by the weekend, and then post again on Sunday and Monday. So anyway, it's going to be majority on my phone, just because I don't feel like getting out my O-ring light and video camera. I think I'm going to do kind of a talk while I'm putting my makeup on and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, just wanted to touch base with you guys in the intro of this and kind of let you know what's been going on, just because things have been crazy with all of this COVID-19 stuff and people, doing social distancing and pretty much self-quarantining themselves and all that kind of stuff. So here's Kitty. So anyway, I hope you guys are, just pushing through all of this, and, remember that there are ways to reach out. Don't let yourself fall into a deep isolation, because for some people that can put you into a deep depression. Anyway, I will check back in with you guys later. I hope you're having a great day. This is my meal 1. It really hasn't changed from my off-season meal. So I have 1/4 of a cup of cream of rice, 4 carrots, baby carrots, 75 grams of spinach, some sauce on top, 2 whole eggs, and 1 grapefruit. I do have my coffee right here. Ooh, then I know the inside of that is rough, but I promise it's clean. It just does that every time I put coffee in there. But in my coffee, I do have my collagen peptides and just a little bit of Nut Pods creamer and some liquid stevia. So this is my meal number 1. Guys, it has been a minute, so here is my meal number 2. I have Greek yogurt, 000. This is supposed to be 2%, but they were out of all of that. So I got the 000. I just had to do what I had to do, considering the fact that grocery stores are down. There's a tablespoon of peanut butter mixed in here. You can see some of the chunks. 3 rice cakes, because today is a high carb day for me. And then I just put a little bit of some homemade jelly on here, which I am allowed to have. I was either allowed to have some jelly or some fruit, so I'm choosing jelly, and I literally just put the smallest amount on each one just to kind of give it a little bit of flavor. So that is meal number 2. All right, guys, so thought I would do another kind of get ready with me update on things and life and all of that kind of good stuff. Yes, this is how I'm going to wear my hair today, because I just don't care. However, I do wish these little flyaway thingies I have going on. I'll probably spray it with some hairspray. So what are you guys thinking about the dark hair? You like it? I've gotten a lot of compliments on it, actually, and was very surprised at that. The only people that really don't like it are my parents. But isn't that normal of parents? So, anyway, man, all this coronavirus stuff is throwing people for a loop. And I'd be lying if I didn't say that I was a little nervous about my business being impacted, which I did have 2 clients drop because their income was highly affected. So I haven't had anyone else so far. I'm really hoping that, you know, all this stuff kind of blows over in the next 2 weeks. Really, after this week, I'm kind of hoping that it does. You know, it's affecting more people than just me. You know, it's affecting other small business owners. It's affecting people who work for those small businesses. I mean, so many people are going to be out of a job. And I know the government is talking about, you know, funding and stuff like that. So, you know, hopefully I won't be greatly impacted. And I hope that others won't be too greatly impacted either. So we'll see. It's just hard times right now, you know. I've gone through hard times before and survived, and I'm sure this won't be the last time. So I am just going to keep positive and keep hold of my faith, because I've always been taken care of, and I believe that I will still always be taken care of. I forgot to get out the brush. Sorry guys, I tried to get everything out, that way it wouldn't be out of frame. But anyway, it's just hard on everyone. I'm gonna have to use this. I can do this a lot better here. So that's kind of like where I'm at with this whole coronavirus mess. You know, I had a client yesterday that was like, are you not taking precautions? Are you not worried you're gonna spread your germs and stuff? And yes, I am taking precautions, and I'm making sure that I do everything I can to stay as healthy as possible. And I mean that in more ways than just physically. Like, I also mean with, you know, making sure that I wash my hands, making sure the gym that I train clients at is clean, even though it's an independently owned gym. We don't really have a staff there. So me and 2 of the other trainers are really working hard to make sure that, you know, it's clean and that it stays clean. And, you know, just doing everything we can to do our part. But, you know, our livelihood is at stake too, so we could choose to shut down. I already spoke to my clients about, you know, doing virtual training, and they're okay with that, but at the same time, you know, there are some that are not. So, you know, it's kind of been a tug of war with what to do. So right now I'm just gonna keep going how I'm going and hope for the best. I've gotten so white. I usually do try to tan, but I just don't care to tan anymore whatsoever. Like, for me, I feel like it's just one more thing to do. So, kind of not in my books, which is why my skin doesn't match right now. But I just don't care about that either right now. So, people have asked me how old I am. 36. I just really try to take good care of my skin. I always have. I always take my makeup off. I always moisturize. Drinking lots of water helps too. I know this is kind of random, but I'm just blending though. What are some other questions that I get? I often get, what got me into this whole fitness thing and competing and all of that. Fitness is something I've always loved. When I was little, I would just go outdoors and run just because I wanted to run. So my parents put me in T-ball when I was in preschool, and I was better than half the boys. And I just kind of kept on from there. I also had have a sister, not had. I have a sister who's 10 years older than me. So I kind of followed her lead, and she always played sports. Sidetrack. I actually have a crooked nose. You can see I have a deviated septum. I'm gonna try to go to the doctor and see what the cost would be to get it fixed, which is why I always contour my nose, because I'm really self-conscious about my crooked nose. And it's so crooked. I don't even know when or how it happened. It's like one day, bam, there it was. Anyway, I have a sister. I don't know why I keep saying had, past tense. She's still around. Who's 10 years older than me, who played sports and stuff. So I kind of always got carried everywhere with her. And then I just naturally picked up on sports as well. And before I knew it, I was playing every sport there was. So that's that. That's how I got into it. And even in high school, I would read fitness magazines, and I just always thought the women were so beautiful, and I wanted to mimic that. I thought they were the perfect definition of strong yet feminine, and could kick someone's ass but still look good doing it. So when I got old enough to afford a coach, I pursued that goal that I had ever since high school. Anyway, I'm gonna go into my brows now. I have a tendency of really screwing my brows up and doing them big. So I've been trying here lately not to do that. I get asked if I'm single. Yes, I'm single. I'm not looking for anything, but I'm also not looking for anything. Kind of just don't really care right now. I got other things on my mind than trying to date someone. I get asked, have I been married before? Yes, I have. I've been divorced for quite some time now. I was divorced since 2013. So I don't really talk about that much. He's a good man. We just didn't work out. And I really do mean that. Even if I saw him today, which I haven't seen him in a very long time, but even if I saw him, I would give him a hug and ask him how his parents are doing and how he's doing. It just didn't work. Sometimes things are like that, which is what I've gone through recently. So, excuse me. No, I don't have coronavirus. I think I just got a little dust from my eyebrow powder up in my nose. Same thing with this last relationship I was in for, I don't know, 6 years. We were on and off all last year, and we've tried many times to make it work, and it's hard to let a relationship go where the other person already knows all your faults and defects, but looks like it's just not gonna work out either. So, not being insensitive or anything like that, I've just already been hurt over it a lot of times, so I'm just kind of desensitized to how I feel now. Anyway, moving on from that, I get asked a lot, like, where I'm from. I am originally from Alabama, raised there, born and bred Alabamian. So, I have a strong love for my state. There's a lot of good things about it and a lot of bad things about it. I chose to leave just because I had better opportunities. So I went where the opportunities were. Now I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, and I love Tennessee. But Alabama will always be my home state. I'm not sure if that question was like, where are you from, or like, what nationality are you? So my nationality, according to Ancestry.com, is Northwestern European, so Germany and France, Irish and Scottish, and Norwegian. So at first they said I had Swedish in me, and then they went and updated it, which I'm not sure how you can go back and update stuff after you've already done testing, but whatever. So there is also African American in my family, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do a DNA test, because I wanted to see if I still had some African American in me, since I'm on down in the lineage, and I don't. I did get my dad a test for his birthday because he had wanted it so badly, and I don't know if he's gotten the results back or not. He should have gotten them back by now, but anyway, he's curious. I'm curious to see if he's still got any African American left in him, or if by the time, you know, our genetics have gone down, it's just kind of gone. So curious to see and find out. I have a lot of people who study on both my mom and my dad's side our lineage, so I kind of pretty much already knew. Sorry guys, I got something in my eye. I kind of pretty much already knew, you know, what I was. I just wanted to know like the percentages. So if you're curious about the percentages, it's like something like, I think 60%, like 65% Northwestern European, 65% Northwestern European, like 25% Irish, Scottish, and like 5% Norwegian. I actually think that those numbers are a little bit off. I think the Irish, Scottish, when I got the like refined test results back, was actually higher than the Northwestern European was lower, but it's something around that range. So that's pretty much that. A lot of people think that being in fitness is what I've always done, and that's not true. I did this a lot
I did fitness a lot while I was in college getting my degree. After I got my degree, I worked a couple of jobs before moving to Tennessee and starting to work for a big corporate company called Schneider Electric. I worked my way up there to a team lead position, and then I left that position to manage an inside sales team. So I was an inside sales manager for a while. And then I decided to leave completely. It was a toxic environment. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. So I started working in fitness again, not really realizing where I was going to be taken in before too long. I was getting recruited by people from other gyms to be their fitness manager. I just started working in a gym just to make some extra money. And that was that. That's how I got into it. Or back into it. I kind of never really left it. I mean, I started competing in shows in 2012, and I had done some like posing on the side for bikini competitors. I make suits, don't get me wrong, I'm no Tammy Murray or CJ, or Angels Competition Bikini. I'm just one person. I try to make people beautiful suits on a budget, and that's it. I don't have a website. I just, whatever I get in is what I get in. So on the side, I was trying to make some money. Started working for Planet Fitness of all places. But the people I worked for were like so cool. They wanted me to be the assistant manager there. I turned that down and went to work out anytime in another part of Nashville to be a fitness manager there. And before too long, I got recruited by Anytime Fitness in another part of Nashville to be their fitness manager. So then I went and moved to Vegas because I felt I needed to change. And I was following the guy out there, hoping that we could turn a new leaf and make it work. Obviously, it did not work out. But I ended up getting the fitness manager job at 24 Hour Fitness out there. So that's kind of where my path has led me. When I moved back to Tennessee, all of the clients that I had left in Tennessee contacted me and wanted to work with me again. So I had not planned on working in the fitness industry again. But before too long, I had so many clients, I was able to pay my bills. And for some reason, I wasn't getting calls back from any other places I had applied for. So I just kind of took it as, this is the path I'm supposed to go down for now. And I'm gonna do it to the best of my abilities until God directs me in another path. So that's pretty much where I'm at with everything. And I love my job. Sometimes I wish I did have a 9-to-5 job, because working for yourself really is a 24-hour job. Even on my days off, I still work. I'm still trying to come out with programs. I'm still trying to answer questions, you know. God, I hate it when I do that. I always get freaking mascara on my face. It never fails. So anyway, here's the look. I don't put any lipstick or lip gloss on until I get in my car, just because it's quick. I just throw it on and I go. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll check back in with you guys later.
Alright guys, here is meal number 3. This is 150 grams of red skin potatoes, 3 ounces of 93 lean ground beef, and a little bit of reduced sugar ketchup on top. Good mid-morning, guys. Almost afternoon, whatever you want to call it. I am headed to All Time to start training clients and to train myself. Go. This person in front of me, I don't think they know where they're going or what they're doing with their life right now. Anyway, so we are still monitoring everything. When I was in there yesterday, we did keep it at the 10 rule, so there was maybe 8 people in there. We are still trying to keep our members' best interests at heart. I don't believe we're taking on any new members right now. If we are, we're really being selective in the fact that we are only going to take so many, especially with all of the gyms around us closing and us and the other trainers that are there, including the manager, are really taking initiative upon ourselves to make sure we go around and clean and do our part to help keep the place sanitized. So there is that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Right now, until we are forced to close, we are going to stay open to allow a place for our members to come to and get out of the house if they need to get out of the house and take care of their physical and mental health. Otherwise, until I have the majority of my clients say that they don't feel comfortable coming out, I'm not going to go to the virtual training. I'm going to stick with the one-on-one training. So anyway, that's pretty much where I stand with things right now. I really want to encourage you guys to make sure that if you are going out and you are spending money, that you support the small businesses around you and the people who work independently. Large corporations are going to be okay. It's the smaller businesses, the mom and pop shops, the independent contractors like myself who may end up suffering the most during this, and the people who work for them. I have had several clients who are servers their hours have already been dramatically cut, or they've just been laid off completely. So there are people out there that aren't going to be okay during this lockdown and who don't have the ability to work from home. Luckily for me, the majority of my clients have been very responsive and okay with it, but some of my clients, a good handful of them are in the serving industry and are suffering because of this. If they aren't in the serving industry, they're in an industry that doesn't necessarily allow them to work from home, or where it's completely affecting their business. I have some clients that are bartenders and work downtown, some clients that work in an office where they don't have the ability to work from home. There's a lot of people out there that are being affected by this, other than the people who actually have the virus. So I think we need to be mindful of that as well. So if you do go out and shop, like I posted on my Facebook today, try to shop a small business. Try to help support the small businesses and not the huge corporations that are. And don't get me wrong, I am not saying at all that large corporations won't be affected by this. They will most definitely be affected by this, but they are going to have more of an income to survive. Places like Walmart and Kroger have gotten hit really hard with a lot of people buying stuff. So right now, they aren't hurting. It's the other places where things aren't getting bought that are really, really suffering at the moment. Think about dentists. Think about independent, people who work in healthcare, like dentists. They own their own business and they're in people's mouths all day long. So the majority of them are going to have to shut down. It's not just people in large corporations, or so many people are going to be affected by this. So on that note, I'm going to say the 3 things that I'm grateful for. I am grateful that I still have clients that are sticking with me throughout this and are being 100% understanding and a safe place. And I am grateful that I have my health in place and I feel strong in my immune system. So I hope you guys have a great day. I'll check back in with you later. Alright guys, what I have for my intro workout is Gatorade Zero. I put a scoop of BCAAs in here and a half a scoop of Carbolin. Post-workout, I forgot to video my tangerines, but I have 2 tangerines, and then I have a scoop of protein powder in here and a half a cup of oats. And this is my post-workout shake. Again, this is a high carb day, so I'm eating more carbs than normal.